Hello everyone, it's Niven, and today I am making a special video, 13 questions with Apish Box Games. I have selected a couple of questions and I will be giving answers to them. Let's start. Question number 1. How to pronounce your full name? My full name is Niven Hedinger. Some people pronounce it Niven, and it's fine for me, especially considering the fact that my last name is hard to pronounce. Some people mess up my first name, but it's fine. It's Niven, but people can say Niven. It's okay with me. Question number 2. Why did you create your channel? Well, my channel was created because I made a game called Opacity. That's my first video on the channel. Me and my friend created our game development studio, Apish Box Games, and after one game, he left and continued doing his own things, and I started making some single games projects, most of them unfinished. But then I created Opacity, and I wanted to showcase it on YouTube, so I created a channel. After a while, of course, the channel has grown. I started making discussion videos and gameplay videos, and that's how we got to now. Question number 3. How do you came up with the name Apish Box Games? It's a funny story. Me and my friend, as I said, we created the gaming studio, and we were both working on Blender. I was doing a lot on Blender in terms of animation and mostly graphical design. So I really loved the default cube thing on Blender, which was, kind of a meme. And then I decided, our games were not serious. They were very stupid, like silly. So I researched the term for silly, and I didn't want it to make, silly games. And I decided, it's box games. So what about Apish, meaning that it's, silly, kind of childish, Apish Box Games. And that's how we came up with the name. Actually, I did came up with the name, but my friend, he also helped with the design and everything. Question number 4. Do you prefer making videos to making games? I actually do prefer making games, although it's not that easy to come up with an original idea. And making videos is much easier, but once again, there are not many good games which I want to showcase, and it's hard to make a playthrough and make people interested in the video game. But mostly my game development studio and overall game development side is much more important than the making videos, because by making games I actually gain more followers, more subscribers, and it's about just showcasing the content. So making games is my number 1 priority. Question number 5. Why no accent? I do live in UK, although my ancestors are not originally from United Kingdom. That's why I don't have an accent. And when I was studying English, I didn't study as just English with English accent. I studied grammar for a couple of times, but then I moved to United States for 10 months, and that's when my tongue kind of got more twisted and adapted to the American style of talking, with conversation with people. That's why I don't have accent. I mean, I do sometimes have the weird accent. Maybe I'm making some weird noises, but that's why I know British accent. Question number 6. What is your favorite food? Well, that's a tough choice. My favorite food is pizza. I really enjoy pizza, mostly cheese pizza. But my favorite food will be pizza, and also I enjoy sweets a lot. And it's not good for me, I know, but that's who I am. Question number 7. What is your favorite movie? Well, my favorite movie is I would say it's hard to pick a favorite movie, although when I'm getting asked that question, I always think of Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood. I just enjoy the drama and Western. I mean, I watch a lot of other movies, watch some comedy movies, some romance and detective movies. I mostly enjoy detective genre a lot, detective and horror, but my favorite movie is Unforgiven. Question number 8. Who is your favorite musician? This is also a very subjective question. I listen to a lot of people, a lot of artists, but mostly I have been listening to The Weeknd a lot these days, and I would say whatever I'm listening to is my favorite to go right now. So I would say The Weeknd. Question number 9. Can you speak other languages? Yes. I can speak Spanish, I can speak Russian, and I can speak English. That's all the languages I can speak. It's difficult because I can understand Spanish, but I cannot speak sometimes. I can read very well. Same with Russian. I can understand Russian and speak in Russian, but writing is tough for me. Yeah. Question number 10. Who is your favorite game developer? Well, I guess it depends on indie versus AAA games, because there are a lot of AAA developers which I do follow, which have made great games, and many people who are watching this would probably not agree, but Bloober Team, I enjoy their games a lot. And as far as it goes for the indie development, I really do have a lot of friends in indie game development area, and I don't want to disappoint anyone. I would say probably the most unique games I've seen so far is games made by Aaron Weiss, the Trial by Fire games, and Peraltech Games, the Tiffany Gilly, because she has some of the best demos, and some of them are unfinished, but her ideas are very unique, and her husband also is great at coding. That's why they're my favorite ones, yeah. And Aaron is an amazing person. He makes games. His games are very popular, so those two should be my favorite developers. The next question, because I forgot the numeration. Who is your favorite content creator on YouTube? Again, it depends on the high subscriber count to lower subscriber count, because higher subscriber count, I actually started watching CJU games a while back, maybe it was 10 years ago, and I really did enjoy his playthroughs, and that is what actually got me to game development, and he has an amazing voice. But then I started watching Don Wolf. He also makes content on YouTube, and I was very surprised and very immersed in the environment. I have some people that I do follow, but I guess my favorite content creator on YouTube would be John Wolf. And for the smaller YouTubers and for some of my friends, I guess once again Tiffany Gilly, Abba Pilot's Geek Corner, Wild Rosen, Adrianic, yeah, I guess that's basically it. Are you planning on making more games? Yes, I do plan on making more games. I do plan on actually diversifying my games, maybe not creating horror games anymore. It depends, of course, but so far this year I have a plan. I have a couple of games on the list which I'm making, and most of them are horror. Also, this question might be great for me to answer, because my gaming studio is APH Box Games, and some people say when they play my games they talk about the development studio, right? They say this game is made by APH Box Games, and then they say my name, which most people mess up, but it's okay. So it's kind of confusing for some people, because it's APH Box Games and Niven, APH Box Games, like which is it? And I am actually part of APH Box Games. I do make games on my own. There's no one helping me. Sometimes there might be a story which I follow up or some inspiration, but mostly I do work alone. Now, the reason why I'm not renaming my gaming overall as to Niven Hedinger, because I want other developers maybe to be interested in my craft, and I'm not going to be making games forever, right? So maybe APH Box Games actually transfers to someone else, or maybe a group of people, so they can kind of carry that torch. That's why I am not rebranding my development studio and saying it's games by Niven or Niven Hedinger Games, but it's APH Box Games, which means that it's very easy for other people to join in. And in the future, if I will collaborate, or if people will be interested in making games with me, I will just simply say the game is made by APH Box Games, and the studio will include all of those people. So I know this might not sound that smart, but it's actually helpful for me at least. And I guess the final question, number 13, is what inspires you the most? It's a difficult question, and I think what inspires me the most is just working hard and taking things slowly, focusing on details. Now, my inspiration is, of course, the family and my lovely person who's with me. But as to the abstract subject of what inspires me, not a human being or people, but what inspires me. I think hard work inspires me a lot. People don't appreciate hard work most of the time. I really am inspired by details, paying attention to the details, and I'm inspired by most things that are signaling virtue and most things that are actually positive. So that's it. That's what inspires me. And that's it for our questions and answers with Apish Box Games. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new about me. Maybe you didn't know. And thanks once again for the amazing support that each and every one of you have shown to me, the videos that you have watched, the likes you have put on my videos, the games, and for those downloads and everything, for the ratings. I really appreciate every single one of you. I'm really grateful for this, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whether it's morning or night. Goodbye.